Earth must die. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex here, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is web series we're talking about Transformers last night. This is episode number 181, and in this episode, we're going to do a review on a brand new TV spot. It is a TV spot which I've completely lost track of how many there are now. It's probably number 12 or number 13, but honestly speaking, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of them, and there's a lot more to come. Now, this is an unofficial release on YouTube, so it's not a full HD version, so we're just going to go with some non-HD screen caps that I got. And this one is titled Bumblebees Voice, based on the unofficial link on YouTube. And I assume that based on the title of it, it's about Bumblebee getting his voice back. So it starts off with Cade Yeager telling Izzy how to fix his, I guess his mouthpiece or his voice box. And he's saying something like a little bit to the left or to the right or something like that. And then she says, hey, don't rush me. And then Bumblebee gets his voice back. But then to his disappointment, that's not his real voice. And then he slams his fist on the table or on the ground, showing disappointment. And you know what's very interesting? And he actually sounds kind of like Siri from, you know, the Apple iPhone when he does that. So or when he gets his voice back. Let me just hear that again. Let me just hear what his dialogue sounds like again. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is so exciting. Oh no, this isn't my damn voice. So he says, this is so exciting. Oh no, this isn't my damn voice. And, you know, I was thinking that it sounds like Siri, so I'm just going to get Siri to repeat that voice, and let's see if she actually says that. Hey Siri, please repeat what I say.
I'm not sure I understand.
Repeat after me. This is so exciting.
I'm an intelligent assistant, Alex, not a parrot with beautiful plumage.
Okay. Say this. Oh no, this is not my damn voice. Say, oh no, this is not my damn voice.
Well, I never.
Can you please repeat this for me? Oh no, this is not my damn voice.
There's no need for that.
Okay, let's forget about that. Okay, let's just continue moving on to the rest of the review for this TV spot. Okay, so we have Optimus Prime here, and he's holding the sword like this, ready to attack, and he's still got those purple eyes, and he said something like, Earth must die. And that's a really evil thing for you to get Peter Cullen to say. And you know what's really cool? You can see a lot of this detail on this sword here, and it almost looks like that little chunk right there looks like an Autobot symbol. But anyways, I'm just wondering who he's saying that to, because he's saying Earth must die, therefore he must be saying that to either Autobots, or humans, or Cade Yeager, Bumblebee. We see the weird looking planet in the background, and I don't think that, I think they could be, you know, it's really hard to say. I don't really know. I think somebody's trying to talk him into like getting out of whatever he's on. You know, his like being possessed. But he's still bent on the destruction of Earth because he wants his planet back, or rather, what he's possessed with has convinced him that he should have Earth die. So that's pretty intense. So this is a continuation, or rather an extension of that extended sequence of the Infernicon scene. There are still 6 of them, okay? This is still the same scene where he slices 6 of them, but this is another angle, and I was thinking, are there going to be more than 6? Is this just a couple of them, but there's actually more? But so far, based on what we've seen, there's still only 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're charging right at him. And this scene we've seen before, but it's a little bit more extended because what happens also is that you see the second one, if you're starting from left, actually jumps at him. But no matter what, Optimus is still able to slice them all to bits, or slice all their heads off, like decapitate them, and then it ends with this shot right here, which shows him completely dominating. So that's that. That is pretty much the TV spot. I mean, that's pretty much all the new scenes in this TV spot, and I think that this is what we're going to get in terms of what the TV spots are going to be like. It's not going to be TV spots with all new footage. It's going to be TV spots with footage that we've seen before, and a little bit of extended footage that we've already seen before, and also a couple of new shots thrown in here and there, which is a good thing because it doesn't show us all new things, because I think I'm done seeing all new things. As a matter of fact, I actually think that the biggest spoiler in this film is actually the biggest spoiler in all the marketing so far is really Optimus slicing all 6 of those Infernicons heads off. I think that is the biggest spoiler. It was a cool scene to show because, like, with every trailer they have to show a money shot with Optimus Prime in it, but I just feel like that is really the most major spoiler in this film. I mean in the marketing so far. So there you have it. Anyways, so that's all I have to tell you guys about for the TV spot. Let's talk about current events, a little bit about box office, and also talk about the toys. And finally, let's talk about let's do some shout outs, okay? So let's talk about current events or upcoming events, and that is, if you are in Singapore and you're going to be in the area of the Takashimaya Atrium between June 13th and June 26th, you can check out this exhibition that they're putting it to promote Transformers Last Night. And if you are, I think, the first 50 guests, first 50 or first 60, you will have your chance to get a battle-damaged Voyager-class Optimus Prime. So that's pretty awesome. Now, this is an exhibition, not a convention. So just to keep in mind, that gives you an idea of what it's going to be like, all right? Also, happening in Asia, China specifically, is that they're actually going to have their premiere in China on June 13th. Okay, that's 10 whole days before it's released in China on June 23rd. Now, with it being released so early, on June 13th, you can expect to see some leaked... The entire movie might even be leaked. I mean, it's happening in China so early before anybody else gets to see it. Now, if this were a premiere that's happening in London or United States, then they wouldn't have to worry about that. But the fact is that it's happening in China, which means that there are some people who are going to try to get their hands, they're going to get their opportunity to try to film it somehow, and cameras, like tiny little hidden cameras, like can be, well, they're prohibited obviously, but I know some people are going to try to sneak those things in, so be wary of that. There might be some leaked, like a leaked recorded cam version out there, and I'm just going to tell you guys that that sort of thing has no place at the Ragin Nation. So if you have a link to it, I don't want to hear about it. If you have a link to it that you end up sharing, you're done. All right? You're done. So you are absolutely finished from the Ragin Nation, because that's not what we represent here at the Ragin Nation. We love Transformers, so why on earth would we do something stupid as to sharing unofficial and illegal links to illegally recorded videos, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's what's going on. Moving on, let's talk about box office. Now, this was a graph that was on CNBC, which was talking about the box office of Transformers, the movie franchise, in the last 10 years. And we have seen quite a huge fluctuation of the box office numbers, because with the first one, they got in $700 million worldwide, and the Revenge of the Fallen, $800 million. Dark of the Moon brought in $1 billion. Age of Extinction brought in $1 billion. Now, what's going to happen with Transformers Last Night? Well, you can clearly see what's going on here, okay? And that is, the box office domestically has really declined, and I think it's actually going to continue to decline. Not by a whole lot, but I just think that it's not going to break the... It might just break the $200 million mark. I think it just might break it, but it won't be greater than what it made in Age of Extinction domestically. As for the international box office, I think once again China is going to dominate. They're doing a lot of promotion in China, obviously with what I just talked about, the big premiere being in China. And another thing is that there's going to be a lot of product placement, and they're really pushing this thing in the international market just because they know that their domestic market isn't doing so good. So that's a fact. People either are getting tired of these films or they're really tired of Michael Bay's direction. But in any case, you can see that the North American box office really had a serious decline. Anyways, now moving on, let's talk about toys, and specifically I want to talk about Bumblebee. That Bumblebee toy that we haven't seen yet is coming soon. You know it's going to come because we got Wave 1 Bumblebee, which was actually just a repaint of the Age of Extinction Deluxe Bumblebee. Now we're trying to figure out, when are we going to actually see this one right here? Check this out. This is the official image of the brand new Bumblebee that we're still waiting for, and it looks good. But for the longest time, nobody can actually show me what the real thing actually looks like. I'm talking about an actual photo of the robot mode. I mean, we've seen it on the back of boxes, like other toy boxes. We've also seen it at Toy Fair. I mean, where there was the Age of Extinction repaint version, which is from Wave 1, and then we also saw the Wave 2 version, but only, I mean, Wave 3? I don't know what wave it'll be, but the second version at Toy Fair, but only in vehicle mode. Check this out. The repaint version, or the Wave 1 version, looks like this. The newest version will look like this, which is a much more accurate representation of this, which is actually the new Camaro, right? But finally, we can see what it actually looks like in a robot mode, because Enterprise Rent-A-Car has done a product tie-in with Transformers last night, and what they have here on display with their brand new ad is Optimus Prime, Leader Class, Deluxe Class Crosshairs, and Deluxe Class Bumblebee new version. Check this out. There's a brand new commercial for Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and here he is right there, standing right by Optimus Prime. There's a Deluxe Class, and is standing right next to their new fleet of cars that you can rent at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and it looks extremely different. Here's another shot of the lower half of it, and you can tell that it's very different from what we've seen from Wave 1. And to top things off, look at it now. The chest is completely different. The doors are completely different. It gives it a lot of width, almost too much. Like, that's like a heck of a lot of kibble. And what it's done is actually taking the top panel of the side door windows and just turned it into wings, and it just takes up a lot of space with this figure, giving it wings. So this is a completely new like version of Bumblebee, and it looks really different, especially in the chest and the wings there. It's a lot more thicker, just because of what they've done with the legs, and there's just a lot of kibble there, but I think it's still a better version, because I just think that the Age of Extinction Bumblebee repaint version is nothing fresh, it's nothing new, it's nothing that we should even be wowed about. At least this is something new. Even that crosshair is just a repaint, really. At least we got something new. So there you have it. This is our absolute first look at the robot mode of the new Deluxe Class Bumblebee, and we've been looking for a robot mode image since Toy Fair, and Toy Fair was February. So it is only now that we can finally see the robot mode for Bumblebee in the toy mode of the new one. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this episode. I'm going to do shout outs. I want to give a big shout out to San Diego Bumblebee. And San Diego Bumblebee is an amazing and very talented cosplayer who cosplays specifically versions of Bumblebee. And what he does is that not only does he show up at Comic-Cons, but he also does a lot of charity events. So I want you to go over to SD Bumblebee on Twitter and follow him, show him some support, and help out the community. Alright, so there you have it. Finally, Hashtag Kneel Before Optimus is a movement that is still going on, and here is the latest edition, and that is from MS Angel 07. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. The movement continues, as we kneel before Optimus. If you have a photo of the Optimus Prime kneeling down cardboard standee at your theaters, kneel before Optimus, send me a photo with the hashtag kneel before Optimus and join the movement. Finally, I want to give a big shout out to Marlin's Fan 1995. He's got his own YouTube channel where he does Transformers news and update videos, and he does movie reviews as well, and he also does trailer mashups. I'd like to give a big shout out to Reticent Blue 89 for sharing this with me. I checked out this mashup trailer that he did with the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 style. And I gotta say that this is one of the best, if not the best, Transformers movie trailer mashup I've ever seen. This was so good. I loved it from beginning to end. It was just awesome and so much fun to watch, and it was just so superbly edited. It was expertly edited, and I gotta say that that Marlin Fan 1995 did an excellent job with this. And you're really, really talented, and I want you guys to all subscribe to him if you want to check out more of these trailer mashups, because like this was amazing. Check it out. The context of everything was just so perfect. Like I said, it was superbly edited, and there you have it. I highly recommend that you check it out. Don't miss it. And there you have it. That's all I got to say in this episode. There's more episodes to come. Obviously, we got a lot more news coming for you guys. There's less than 25 days. I don't even know how many days there are left, but it's probably like 22, 23 more days before the last night. And I'm excited. I'm really, really excited about this movie. I'm pumped, and I can't wait to watch this movie. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to buy my tickets so then I could get them right then and there. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this episode. Thank you so much for joining the movement and supporting me. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Dragon Storm, and it's a combination of black and red in the paint job, okay? This night is a combination of metallic and red.